What's up, beautiful souls? Your boy Loon is back with another subreddit video, and today we are back on the controversial topics of r/short guys and r/short. These are both communities talking about being a short man, and I know the r/short community or short guys community does not like me, and I already know they're gonna berate the comments down below. They're gonna be like, oh, he's coping. But guys, I'm also 5'4", 5'5", and yeah, I'm just here to react honestly on some of the posts, and sometimes they are completely right and I can understand them, but sometimes some of the posts are a little bit too far-fetched, and I'm just being honest, and I'm also trying to show short men out there that there is hope. But it's up to them if they want to, you know, accept whatever I say. It's okay if they don't. I mean, I'm just here. I'm just a guy still here, still selling fake doors. All right, so first we're gonna start with r/short guys, and then we'll end it with r/short, because usually r/short's a little bit more positive. I like to end it on more of a positive and uplifting note. But let's see what is popping in r/short guys today. All right, this one says people never change. I don't understand why somebody would hate on people based on something they can't change. I would totally never do something like this. Thank God I live in a progressive society where it's uncommon, and that's racism. And then they said, hey, he would look like a child next to me. Lol, you're not a real man. Why do short guys even exist? His ego is bigger than his height. Being this short is just embarrassing. It's over. Just transition to female, bro. Short guys. What? Okay, dissecting this meme, comparing racism and short guys, I will say the comparison can be done because it is similar feelings. You're both getting prejudice against you and, you know, judgment based on something that you can't change, right? Now, what I will dive into on specifically the meme, though, it's understating it's overstating how often short guys actually get some of this stuff, because here's the thing. So let's describe, times that racism and stuff occurs. Racism is everywhere. It's pretty common, at least small forms of it. Prejudice and things like that, you see it everywhere. I see it everywhere, even being an Asian guy, right? And here they're saying it's uncommon. I don't think that's super true. I think it is uncommon to see like harsh forms of it, like back in the day type beat. You guys can fill in the dots there. So I do think that's true. Now with short guys, I don't think it's as common as people believe. Like, yes, there is times, and pretty common times, that you can get prejudice for being short, just like you can get prejudice for being racist, or sorry, for being a specific type of race. I think those are pretty equal. And then when are you ever going to see these extreme cases like just transition to female, bro? I think that's pretty rare. I think racism and short guys are actually really similar, where they're in this situation, they're like saying the discrepancy is so far apart. I don't agree with that. I think they are similar in ways because there are extremes. There are some people out there are probably saying some of this stuff. Some people out there are probably being extremely, you know, racist. But more than likely, it's a lighter form of prejudice. And then there's also a lot of people out there that aren't racist at all. And there's a lot of people out there that does not care about short guys in like a negative way. But that's just, I know this is hyperbole. They're trying to put it out as a meme. I just don't see the rationalization between the disparity between the two. Anyways, wake up, short men. They hate you. Who's they? Who hates you? Just everyone who's not a short man? I don't believe that. And if you do believe that, I kind of feel bad, and like I almost want to hug you guys, because you guys got to know that there are people out there that do like you. And, you know, maybe not in the environment that you're in or the experiences that you've had, which is crappy to lead you to believe that. But I just want to give you guys hugs, man. All right. Short man is in TS comment section. Oh, hell yeah. I upvoted this one. I'm going to upvote this one because this is rare. I don't really see this that often posted on r/short guys, because usually it's really negative stuff, but this is actually a positive one. So maybe r/short guys is on an up trajectory, which makes me really happy. This is a post on a comment section that's actually praising short guys. Elise Maria says, I love short men. As a 4'6" woman, I don't see any reason to see anyone super tall. Laughy face love emoji. IDK how tall he is. I don't know how tall he is exactly. I just love my fine. He's short. Hell yeah. And it's a bunch of likes too. 246. The last one was 275. I love my 5'5" boy. I love short kings. 909 likes. I love my 5'3" man. 109 likes. Being 5'1" with my 5'3" man. Heart eye. See, this is the kind of stuff you want to see because, and you know, there's going to be some guy out there who's just like, oh, this is all cool. No, it's just the reality. There are girls out there that like short guys, believe it or not. Crazy. You don't have to believe it, but it's out there. Wholly hopeful. Hope fuel. Yeah, it should just be facially attractive to make up for your height, bro. See, there it goes. It's just like a constant, like, you got to find something negative at all times. Then if it's not your face or your height, then they'll be like, oh, but then money. And then if not money, face, height, then it's like something else. It's always something. And if you keep identifying as these things and you keep pushing yourself down, you really never will get anywhere, buddy. But you know what? It's okay. Do whatever you want. Cope however you want. The term short kings feels like a slur. It's a condescending label that is used to demean and mock us. I hate being called a short king, and I hate when short men use it themselves. So when you dislike being called a short king, there's nothing wrong with that. You're entitled to feeling however you feel towards words and things like that, 100%. But me personally, I'm going to use it because I like being called a short king. Because like I am a short guy who's also a king. Like I don't love it, but I don't hate it, and I actually kind of like it a little bit. Like it's kind of funny. Like I am a short king. Oh, like I don't know, but yeah, he's gonna obviously hate that when I use it myself, which is nothing wrong with that. You have the entitled. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Comment says it is. Short men are inhumanized to not be even human beings. So the reclaiming of their humanity is an over a top term like king. Short men aren't seen as kings; they're seen as peasants. The term is ironic. Who sees you as a peasant for being short? If somebody sees you as a peasant for being short, genuinely, and there might be people out there that do, if they do, then they're a bad person. You shouldn't hang out with them. It's just that. And it's like the same thing as me being Asian. If someone sees me being Asian as being a negative or like a peasant, like during Stop Asian Hate and all that, like you're just a crappy person and I'm just not going to hang out with you. Like, and it's kind of idiotic for me to not believe that there are people out there that will be like that, but it's also idiotic for me to believe that everyone out there is going to be that as well. Yeah. It's literally impossible to describe a short guy in a positive way. What? I get called cute for being short all the time. And that's a positive cute. Like, oh, you're so cute. I actually like short guys. A lot of girls say that. Anything that implies being shorter immediately has negative connotation attached. If you attach the negative connotation, then yes. Because king is technically a positive term, but you guys have defined it as a negative term. So, like, would you want them to call you a short peasant or a short king? I don't know. It's just like no matter what, it's bad for them, you know? See, because they think that immediately has negative connotation. But some idiot thought adding king in it uplifts them. I've been called a short king by women and in a positive way, and I like it. This is not being tall as a preference. Get over it. It's a requirement. Oh, I got to blur this one. Male preference. I have a preference for girls with big chest, chicken breasts, but since I like you, I will date you anyways. And then a female quote unquote preference is even though you're cute, I have a preference for tall guys, so I can't date you. Okay. So this is an interesting meme because it has some validity in it, but it also has some falseness in it as well. And here's the reasoning. So validity. There are a lot of women, but also men. But a lot of women do say, oh, I have a preference for taller guys, when in reality, it might be a deal breaker for them. And some of those girls are not mature enough to say that like straight up. Now, there are some girls that would just say it straight up, and I actually respect that more because then I'm like, oh, okay, we're just not compatible. Because some girls will be like, oh, you're really cute, but I prefer taller guys. But then if they don't talk to you after that decision, then it's not a preference if it's only solely because of that, because it is a deal breaker. Now, other way around, guys, yeah, with the chicken breast thing, could be true that that's just their preference, but guys will also mask, or can also mask their deal breakers as preferences as well. So it can happen both ways. But I see where they're trying to go with the meme. So I don't want to like completely braid that, but at the same time, it could happen to both sides. Because like a guy could say, oh, I prefer thinner girls, right? And then it not actually be a preference. It ends up being a deal breaker for them or something like that. Can't even walk in room is the title of this one. I opened the door and walked in the break room today at work. Girl said I looked creepy opening the door. Basically got called a creep for entering the staff break room. Like, what the F? I didn't say or do anything to that B word. If you're 5'5" like me and sub 5, your very existence is an affront to girls everywhere. It's ridiculous how innate and pure your hatred of short guys are. It must be written into their DNA to automatically despise short guys. If you are short, nothing you do will ever be right. If you are tall, you can do no wrong. I want to see how he actually walked in the door. If he did walk in the door with other factors of making him creepy, then that's valid. But if he just walked in and she called him that, then she just could be like over, like wilding out, you know? I don't agree with this part at all, though. If you are short, nothing you do will ever be right. I'm sure that this person has had bad experiences in his life and has, whether it's directly for this reason or whether they've self-defined it as the reason of him being short, that's probably caused him to feel this way. But in the real, like, grand scheme, if you are short, you can do a lot of right. And its proof is short guys that pull, right? And then if you're tall, you can do no wrong is also inaccurate, because I know a lot of tall guys that actually don't pull at all. So, yeah. But, I mean, if he actually walked in there like normal and she called him a creep, yeah, she's wacky. Oh, what's this one? I don't understand short men who are 28 plus and still dream about love, quote unquote. What? By that age, which is my age, by the way. Wait. Let me read this one more time. I don't understand short men, me, who are 28 plus, me in 2 months, and still dream about love. Yeah, I do dream about love. What? By that age, it should be clear that men below 5'7", which is me, are not viewed as sexual entities from the heterosexual lens. No, that's inaccurate. And I'm not trying to flex at all, but like whoever wrote this, if they would like to see my dating apps, I would show them. I'm not to like brag or anything, but just to, rebuttal at this statement, because I don't think that's true at all. From the heterosexual lenses, at best, they are destined to become the stable household person of support. I haven't had that either, actually. So after this point, you either choose to stay single for life, or you become the husband material for a woman who wants to settle down with a good, stable man after having fun with men she was actually attracted to before she decided to weigh her priorities. I really want to say certain things, but I know to these guys, they're going to think it's just like me either coping, bragging, or something. But all I'm going to say is, based on my experience with women, I'm the guy that they're having fun with, not the good, stable guy. I mean, some girls actually have wanted to try to settle down with me as well, but I've had some women who have also just tried to. I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole. I'm just gonna move forward. I think it takes some lack of self-actualization and even more lack of self-respect to willingly get into a relationship like this, and it makes me quite sad for men as a group. Another scenario is that they are actually delusional enough to discard their life experience in their 20s to believe that monoliths just so happens to relax their previous deal breakers as they're entered their 30s with no implications about their attraction. I feel kind of bad for guys who view things this way, and I wish I could give them all a hug, because I genuinely believe that people have had experiences in their life that impact them so much and traumatize them so much that they start believing this narrative that this one specific thing is the reason for that. And even if, someone has pointed that out, I just want to show them that in the real world, the whole world, the vast, vast world, that one thing is not as big of a nerf as you think it is. Is it a nerf? Yeah, 100%. But is it a nerf you can live with? Yes. Because trust me, I have had my fair share of Like, honestly, the main reason I am single is more of my commitment issues than anything. And it has nothing to do with my height. Women literally telling you that the 90th percentile of men are worthless and are offended when they show interest. How in the hell any man still thinks it has something to do with personality or game? I just don't understand these goobers. What? See, this is what I'm saying. No matter what I say here, they're not going to believe me. But I have actually had women purely be with me, mostly for my personality or game. Now, more than likely, those don't last more than a night. But for the ones that do last more than a night, they also like the fact that I look the way I look and I am the way I am and I'm short the way I'm short and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's the mentality. I'm trying to understand them. Maybe it's this mentality that also, but I don't know. It seems like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy too. And it's like a paradox that like the more you see stuff online or other women actually in person or whatever, you harp on or attack your height, right? Then the more and more you hate your height, and the more and more you hate your height, the more and more women see that bad personality and that negative side and all that, and then it just booms. It's like a cycle, and I feel bad because some of these people are genuinely stuck on that cycle. It's crazy. This is silly. Look at this one. Saw this at the movies. Just go outside. Are you really 6 feet tall? 6 feet. Some people just want more. Starts at 4'8". That's kind of funny. On your heads, it's AI. Yeah, this is pretty silly. All right, let's go into r/short now. So we're on r/short, usually a little bit more positive, but there are some times that it is negative, so we'll see. Me and my man, 5'1" and 5'6". Oh, that's so cute. I love that. See? You guys act like it's impossible to have a wife or a girl just because you're short. Dude's 5'6". And he pulled a wife, and look how happy he is, man. And then someone out there is going to say, nom, 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 nom. It's like, no, dude is still getting it, bro. You might not be, but he is. How tall am I? Door is 6'8", 9, including the exterior part in blue over the red line. What kind of question is this? Just go buy a tape measure. What do you mean, how tall are you? How the hell are we supposed to even know? Match with a woman who's 5'8", and this is the first thing she says to me. Are you okay with going on a date with a girl who's 3 inches taller than you? Yes, I am totally okay with that. Excuse me, miss, please give me a bit more credit. It's only 2 inches. And yeah, I'm cool. Are you okay with it? Well, it has been proven that men love to lie when it comes to size and height, especially inches. What? Assuming I'm lying about my super tall 5'6" height, LMAO. This is why I've been mainly single for 4 years and it's 31. It's not getting any easier. So like the first part is totally valid, right? But then the next part is like, why did she even say that? I'm getting the impression your height isn't the measurement she's most concerned about. Yeah, I mean, it does show you that she doesn't care about dating short guys, though. Me, myself, and I, 168 centimeters. Absolute king. Oh, yeah. We love that. We love that. Guess my height, guys. That's weird. I'm not going to do that. Me, 5'7", and my girlfriend who's 5'3". We love that. We love that. Oh, they're cute. Oh, they're cute. And he looks like he's low-key kind of built, like sleeper build. I feel like he's a sleeper build guy. Wear what you want, seriously. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this guy's got some style. How tall is this guy? 5'4"? Wait a second. I might low-key kind of steal some of this fashion style. I like this one a lot. I like this one as well. Hey, y'all, just throwing this out there. I'm not saying that you should dress like me. I'm just saying that you should dress how you actually want to. There's so much fashion advice out there for people that are short. I'm 163 centimeters or 5'4", so I've heard it all. Wear slim fits to look taller. Avoid baggy clothes. Yeah, these are all tricks you can use if you want to. Stick to the color black because it's slimming. Yeah, cool, but I'm short either way. Clothes aren't changing that, but the main thing is that it's not truly what I want to wear. Oh, facts, dude. That's preaching to the choir. I like that. This is the confidence you fucking want, guys. This is what I'm talking about, dude. If you're a short guy, own it. Just own it, bro. Because if you own something, you can't get hurt by it. Tyrion Lannister, literally, in the first 5 episodes of Game of Thrones talks about that. If you own something, it's impossible for someone to hurt you. Wear it like armor. So I just wear what I like. What feels good to me. Fashion is completely subjective. What works for one person might not work for someone else. That's so true right here. There's no right or wrong way to do it. That said, it can take time to figure out how to make the clothes you love actually fit how you want, and that's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the experimental phase, right? One thing that's helped me a lot is tailoring my favorite pieces. Seriously, get stuff altered to suit your build is 100% worth it. My friends always give me for what I wear. That's too baggy. You look like you're wearing your dad's stuff, etc. I don't care. I like what I wear and I feel good when I wear it. Hell yeah. So yeah, forget the rules. Dress for you. Confidence looks better than an optical illusional outfit trick could. I love that. That's actually mad inspiring, and that kind of like that's such a mature way of thinking. Next time you put an outfit on that feels out of your comfort zone, wear it anyways. Do it for you. Man, I like that. I fuck with that so heavy. It's all about the proportions you create with your clothes. Usually shorter guys benefit from the cropping the hems of the shirt. Basically, mod your clothes to work on your body. That's so badass. I love this post, actually. Make sure I upvote that. Let's see. 49-year-old male, 5'7", had a good hump day. Just trying to maintain into my 50s. God damn, that boy a beast. That's a big boy. Aw, deeply depressed. Let's talk about this. Maybe trigger warning. We'll see. Looking back, I definitely should have been on growth hormone when I was younger. That's a big decision that also has negative long-term effects. So be careful. I was incredibly teeny, and I am. Oh well, if it's medically if recommended, then maybe that's different. And I am now 5'2", man, 5'5" with shoes on. I feel that I'm only 2 inches taller than you. So it's what I tell people. I'm so tired of this. It's dehumanizing and degrading, especially as I have so much others to deal with. Girlfriend said she feels less. Oh, he has a girlfriend. Nice. Girlfriend said she feels less feminine with me because of my height. I had to go off and cry for a few hours. Aw. When she apologized, it wasn't an apology. It was her saying it's the patriarchy and female beauty standards that made her think that way. Well, that's a weird apology. Although that's probably true, that's still a weird apology. It made me feel even worse, but I still love her. In the comments, please don't call her B or whatever. I love her deeply, and in a way, I can see where she's coming from, even though it hurt me. When I walk out and see kids that are much taller than me, I get so upset with myself. This condition. Oh, I feel really bad. This person needs a hug, man, because when I see someone taller than me that's younger, I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's awesome, dude. But I get it. Like especially if you're dealing with something like this, I get how that can get into your head. It's hard for people out there to be confident. Confidence is just tough in general. I have one of the most beautiful girl homie of mine that feels extremely insecure about her. And I'm talking, if you guys saw her, you'd be like, what? She's insecure about? But that's just proof that so many people are insecure about so many things. And it could be height. It could be it's just everybody is their own worst critic. But the best thing to try to understand as you get older, and this is just my advice, you don't have to listen to it, is understand that everybody is kind of like that. I mean, there's the strong 1% that might be so confident in their skin and all that thing, this and that, and the 5% that it leans that way or whatever. But majority of people are insecure about a lot of things, and they won't show it. Some people are better at showing it than others, or hiding it, but it's a real thing to realize. And then once you realize that, it kind of puts you at ease, because you're like, oh, everybody's going through it, man. When I walk out and see kids, I get so upset, blah, blah, blah. I'm constantly comparing myself to everyone, even without thinking, and it makes me feel miserable. Yep. I mean, I'm sure the person knows, but comparing yourself, comparison is the theft of joy. It's going to instantly just make you super negative. What the F do I even do with myself? I just can't believe this is my one chance at life, and I have to live it like this, as this person forever. Whoa, I gotta blur that. I'm blurring that. We're not going to talk about that last part, but we'll say they have, had some really sad thoughts in their head. And I'm really sorry for this guy. I don't think, anyone, I don't wish that upon anyone, the thoughts of having that, and it's a reality that a lot of people have to face. And I'm sorry. I wish I could give this guy a hug And I wish I could show him that, you know, life can be great, even if you are, doesn't matter who you are. Life can be great, and there's a lot of things that you can appreciate. I'm gonna read what someone says right here. Bro, I'm 5'6" and with shoes, 5'5" without. Trust me, I feel your frustration. What I will say, mate, is height is not an indicator of masculinity. You could be 5'2" and it'd be hard as nails. I wouldn't know, but I'm pretty sure that if a threat ever appeared to the ones you loved, people will very quickly forget that you're 5'3", if you see my point here. I would advise taking up some combat sports for a different period of time. If ever done before, it's a brilliant confidence booster, not in the same sense I can fight anyone, but you'll carry yourself with a different energy, a more confident one. I mean, there's a lot of forms of things that will boost your confidence. That's definitely one of them for sure. This guy continues saying like ways to improve, like hitting the gym, bettering yourself. I agree that the height is a struggle, so he's not undermining it. I also agree, especially in this day and age where social media has completely spun the narrative of being tall. Women now, not all, believe the taller person is better chance there is for the man protecting them. Not all women, but some women do believe that, is what the guy is saying. Pathetic analogy, if you ask me. Pathetic analogy? Oh, pathetic analogy. I'm stupid. Say the same to fighters such as Henry. Like all like short fighters that are absolute killers. As for you, miss, I won't comment as you've requested us. Oh, as for your miss, I won't comment on her as you've requested to avoid bashing her in the comments, but I would ask you to really consider her comments, though. A woman who values you and loves you will not be coming out with such crap. Yeah, I also agree with that. I feel for you, bud. We are given what we are given, and it sucks to a degree, but let's be the best versions of ourselves that we possibly can be. I love this mentality. I love this. It sucks to a degree, but let's be the best version of ourselves, blah, blah, blah. If you are happy in your own skin, F what everyone else thinks, that will naturally come over time as you better yourself. If you need someone to chat, DMs are always open. Yeah, I love that mentality, man. That is the mentality I try to strive for. Heck, glass half full, not half empty. We are dealt with what we are dealt. We got to do the best with what we can. That's why I started working out. That's why I got tattoos. That's why I did a lot of things that I liked and also made me feel confident. And yeah, that honestly is the reason why I feel a lot better about my own skin nowadays. But yeah, I actually, as much as I want to keep this up, I actually do have to close this video off because it's getting really late, but I enjoyed, diving into this. And, for anyone out there who is feeling very down about anything, it doesn't have to be about height or anything in general. Just, let us know in the comments or, even DM me if you want to be more personal about it on Instagram, and we can have a small conversation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna have a full-on conversation because I'm just so busy, but I'll at least read your thoughts and give you guys my thoughts on it as well. I feel for everybody out here. It's a struggle. A lot of people have nerfings like this and like other ones as well. Everybody has some form of nerf, and with the exception of like the 1% where I'm sure like you're blessed, but like most of us have some form of nerf. And as we get older, we start realizing that a lot of people aren't comfortable in their own skins, and the best that we can do is try to be comfortable and eventually try to get there, because some people get there early, some people get there later, but it's better to get comfortable with your skin because that's the one you got. So anyways, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am currently in Orlando as this video airs, so I will do my best to keep up with this daily uploads, but we will be streaming again Tuesday. So I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.